a non-destructive fix for the pressure release valve here. The hole for the screws, both sides, were stripped out and distorted oblong so that they couldn't be tapped up that easily. So I soldered this on and plugged the holes as a temporary fix, which is non-destructive because you can remove that solder and you can address the holes in the brass. If you would want to fill with brass and then retap with brass, you could do that to get an original finish. But I wanted to see it running, and also I have lots of other fixes to do on this one, like the sight glass and the whistle seal and some handles, and the water pump doesn't work. But aside from that, it runs really well, so we're going to take a look at it running and we'll get it fired up. It is a big red Falk. Not sure the number right now. I'll have to look at the bottom. Don't want to tip it up right now. But I remember it was a 456 or something like that. So, and a very powerful running engine. So let's get it fired up here. I have the piston breather open right now to reduce the speed. Otherwise it will go out of control completely. But there you go, running smoothly with the governor spinning away. Not sure you can see that, but there you go. With the governor spinning away. Try to get this propped up here. And we'll close the valve a bit. And it does have a nice feature that it collects the water from the exhaust. This is a silicone tube, temporary, but it does take this water exhaust and put it into the smokestack. And you'd wonder, oh well, this is going to fill up with water, but there's a small hole in the bottom of the smokestack here which drains into this exterior cap, thermos top I like to call it, and eventually water will start dripping out the bottom of the pinhole in the bottom here, which is accumulated from the exhaust here. So let's speed it up a bit. And that's with the valve closed now. And that's full throttle. If you're running a little dynamo, you could run it this way. It would slow down quite a bit. Let's build up the pressure a bit more. Now these old valve levers, they usually do end up leaking quite a bit. It's just the tolerances. You can't turn something hundreds of times and not have a seal hold up because of the metal-to-metal sealing contact. I dealt with this a lot with British motorcycles, and many gas petrol taps were used cork or similar material and then waxed it or whatever, but the petrol would always eat away at that or soak it and destroy the seal. And brass on brass machine fit valves work very well, but after a while they just end up wearing away the metal and you don't have a proper fit. Or the crimp on the back of the rivet that holds in the pivot point becomes loose, and trying to smash that without disassembly is really difficult, because you do have to support the handle when you tap the crimp on the end back down to be tight. So let's see how much it'll run now. We've built up the steam a bit. It's self-started for us. I have to slow it down with the regulation of the valve bleeding here. Definitely shaking. We've got the camera moving. like I said, even when I open up these valves, I only get a little bit of water coming out here, and it should be quite ferocious. But I think that I do have to work on the ball bearings here.